So Bugha has changed a few settings since I last made a video on him, as well as revealed his 2024 setup, which he actually showcased on the Dignitas channel not too long ago. He was using the Razer DeFadder V3 Pro according to his stream commands, but I'm pretty sure now he's on the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 in the color white. It's priced around $150. It's a really lightweight mouse coming in at 60 grams. Got a fantastic sensor. It's called the Hero 2 with reliable tracking, with over 500 IPS and 32,000 DPI. The mouse has great wireless performance too, up to 2000 Hz pulling rate, as well as good battery life, and the shape of the mouse itself does fit most grip styles. Next up is his Zowie GSR SE in the color deep blue. This is priced around $40. It's large size. It's got a smooth glide with a feel between SR and TFX. It's got non-stitched edges, which is quite unique, and it's got this uniform high density rubber base. Next, we've got his SteelSeries Apex Pro 10 keyless 2023 keyboard. This is priced at around $190. It's got very fast input speed with those OmniPoint 2.0 switches. It's also got adjustable actuation points, so you can get 0.1 for a light touch, and if you want a more firm touch, you can put it up to 4.0mm. I think Bugha right now is using 0.2mm. It also has rapid trigger, where you can get the fastest response and key repeat, but I'm not too sure if he uses this or not. For his gaming monitor, he's using the Alienware 360Hz, I believe. That's priced at nearly $500. It's got a 24.5-inch display, native at 1920 by 1080 with a very fast IPS panel, and it's also got obviously 360Hz refresh rate, making it super smooth. And finally, we've got his gaming headset, which is the Drop EPOS PC38X gaming headset. That comes in at nearly $170. From the looks of it, it's got amazing audio quality, as these are all of the specs on screen. You can see it's got a form factor of over-ear. It looks like it's got a pretty good frequency response, along with other sound related stats, which the headphone nerds will know more about. It does look pretty comfortable with the head cushions and metal frame. Same with the build quality, that does look pretty solid. It should be pretty flexible and durable, and the mic itself looks really good too. It's got noise cancelling, so the quality should be good. Moving on to his settings, not a lot of these have changed. He's still on full screen 1920 by 1080 with performance mode. That does give you a significant FPS boost over DirectX 12 as it removes grass. His brightness is still on the default 100% with colorblind mode off. As for his textures and meshes, both of those are on low, but he does have his view distance on medium, which does give the advantage of seeing items at a further distance. As for game settings, his disable pre-edit option is turned off. However, he is using the auto confirm edit on edit, so his edits are essentially automatic. For his HUD options, he's using the reticle on. Obviously, his reticle ammo indicator is on, so he can see a little indicator on screen. His damage numbers are on list, so he manually has to add this up. Reticle damage feedback is off, damage numbers are on 100%, and his HUD scale is really small at 45%. For his audio options, he's got his sound quality on high, his 3D headphones off, and his visualized sound effects are turned on. As for his sense, I'm pretty sure that's the same at 6.3 on both the X and Y, targeting on 30.3% and scope on 39.2%, with all of these sensitivities being on 800 DPI, with the default mouse sense and mouse acceleration turned off. Movement, I don't think that's changed. He's got 70, 90 and 135, and for his keybinds, these are pretty much the same, they haven't changed at all. Here is his movement, here's all of his reload, use key and weapons slots, and then we've got his building binds on screen right now, followed by his edit, which is on F, and he's using the mouse wheel reset. Next up, we've got his Nvidia settings. Now straight away, I recommend using the latest driver. It's something Epic Games themselves recommend. Simply head into this driver section right here, then this is where you'll see the latest game ready driver. And what's cool about this Nvidia app is if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see exactly what's been changed in this latest driver. You've got what's new, and this obviously changes with every different driver. And then you've got my favorite thing, which is what's fixed. This can feature a range of different fixes to crash fixes, bugs, and just so much more. It's just really handy to have. Then you've also got learn more, where you can obviously learn more about the driver. After that though, if you open up the Nvidia app, which is currently still in beta, head over to the graphics section, then select the game of choice. Obviously we're going to use this one. Now you can press this button here to optimize it, but I don't like to do this. Instead, I go into global settings and I customize it like this on screen. As you can see, I've got the RTX dynamic vibrance off, I've got image scaling off, I've got low latency mode on currently, although you can use ultra if you want lower latency. Max frame rate I've got off. Monitor technology, I use G-Sync. You should too if you've actually got it on your monitors like technology. If not, just click fixed refresh. Power management, I currently have this on normal as it works best on my PC, but if you do want more FPS, you might find that prefer maximum performance will be better for you. And for the rest of the settings, I've got them just like this on screen. Next, you want to head into the Nvidia control panel, go into manage 3D settings, and you want to copy all of my settings that are set up in this video on screen in the manage 3D section. Then finally go into adjust desktop size and position, select your main gaming monitor, then select full screen and make sure a GPU is selected with the highest refresh rate possible. And we've also got his Windows settings too, as he is currently on Windows 11 as you can see here. So firstly, you want to click on the start menu, go into settings, then where it says system, go into display, then if you scroll down slightly to where it says graphics, inside here you firstly want to make sure the custom options are set to desktop app, then you want to go ahead and click on browse. And inside this section is where we want to find our Fortnite game folder. Now I know for a fact mine is in my SSD, it's under the Fortnite folder. It's also under Fortnite game, binaries, Win64, and then boom, in here should be your Fortnite client, Win64 shipping. That's what we're looking for right now. A lot of people think it's a Fortnite launcher, but it's not. You actually want the Win64 shipping one. And once that's selected, just go ahead and click on this add button at the bottom right. And you'll see just like that, if we scroll down, it's now been added. And you can also do this to any favorite game that you play that you want an FPS boost for. But we're not done yet. If you then go onto options, this is a real important part. In here, you want to change the graphics preference from the default, let Windows decide, which by the way, they could put on the power save and we don't want that. Instead, you want to put it on high performance and then go ahead and click on save. For step 2, you want to press the following commands on the desktop. That's Control, Alt and Delete. And inside the task manager, if you click on performance tab, and if you go down to the bottom under where it says uptime, you will see there's a counter right there. And mine does at the minute say 3 hours, 11 minutes and 53 seconds, which is accurate. And that is how long my PC has been up for. But yours may be a lot different and the number may be significantly higher. And I'm not talking about the hours, I'm talking about the days. I've heard people have had their uptime like 10 days, 20 days, even over a month, which is just mind-blowing, but that's what Windows does by default, and it's because of a fast start feature, which basically puts your PC into this like safe hibernation mode, but having uptime for that long can have a huge impact on your performance. What you want is what I've got right here, so every time you turn off your PC, your uptime gets reset. So let me show you how to do that right now. So you want to open up the start menu, and inside here you want to type in Control Panel and select it. You then want to select the first one, System and Security, then click on the Power Options, and from there you want to find this little shield logo with an underlined text saying change settings that are currently unavailable, and from there we have access to the fast start setting, which Windows do recommend. And like I mentioned before, it does help your PC start up faster after shutdown, but it does it in a really weird way where it puts your PC in hibernation and it doesn't fully shut it down. So if we go ahead and turn off this setting, which is 100% safe and fine, and it's something I actually highly recommend doing, especially if you've got an SSD, if we then go on to save changes, now if we shut down our PC and turn it back on again, the uptime will be fully reset. All of these will be on 000 and it'll be like literally a few seconds since your PC has booted up, which as you can imagine can significantly improve your FPS.